Oh, it says let me try headphones.
Yeah, and then it basically starts streaming on YouTube. And then I'll tweet it out, and then I delete the tweet once I am done, so that people don't see my embarrassing streaming stats. Which is, I mean, sometimes it pops off. Sometimes like the streaming stuff actually, like people watch streams for I don't know why people watch streams. Like they're so badly organized, or I guess they're like people like that it's authentic, but like streaming my exploration of AutoGen versus CrewAI versus LangGraph tonight. Um, uh,
Grab my
Discord,
headphone quick.
latent space pod Discord, hanging out to and just chat. You got opinions about agency things, more than welcome. So basically, the reason I'm doing this is I've heard a lot about CrewAI and LangGraph and AutoGen. I haven't actually tried them. I read the README for some of those things, but I haven't tried them, and it's getting ridiculous how much they're mentioned. And not having tried them means I don't have a good opinion. So it's time to get an opinion by trying these things, which is super annoying because all of them are going to promise the worlds and all of them are going to fall short in different ways. And it's just very annoying to have to figure things out for yourself. But so we got to do in this land of opportunity that is the artificial intelligence. So what do I choose first? I would say AutoGen is the oldest, CrewAI is second oldest, and then LangGraph is pretty new. Um, AutoGen probably the most mature one, so I'm gonna go for that instead, and see how far I get. So AutoGen is the sort of Microsoft agent framework. All these guys are all pitching some form of multi-agent thing. LangGraph is maybe some more graphy, but that's all I know. um, all right, let's get started. AutoGen is a framework that enables image that doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Blah blah blah. Pip install. All right, it wants me to install shit. Okay. Um, my internet is being slow right now. So yeah, I mean, I have an inkling of what AutoGen is and does. Looks like my housemate is back. Might have some noise. So these are decent instructions. Daniel Jimenez says, have you seen semantic kernel? It's for Microsoft as well. Yes, but it's for C#, so I don't care about it. And then, yeah, let's just go through all this stuff. I'm surprised that they just don't give like a GitHub repo. They want me to do code execution with Docker. If I want to run code locally, I have to use. Okay, I don't like running Docker because it requires to use a Docker desktop, which is a piece of shit. So I am going to try to use Colima. I don't know if it's running already. Looks like it's already running. So I'm going to hope that just using Colima helps. It's a Docker replacement that doesn't suck, and that would be nice. Okay, so let us try this. So here's a little bit of my workflow. I do recommend using Warp. It is an AI terminal. Sounds ridiculous until you try it. It's free for now. There's absolutely no way they're going to make money, but while they're giving this away, you should take advantage of it. Try AutoGen. I have like these little aliases that like whenever I try things, I try stuff and I just kind of hack it together. Okay, and then it wants me to create a virtual environment. Done. Then it wants me to pip install AutoGen. Done. Yeah, Howard Gill says, just made my coworkers install Warp today, AutoJump 2. I don't know what AutoJump is. I know Rupa /Z. That's the one I use. It's pretty good. Does the job. Pretty popular too. Hey, Jim. Dude, Jim, you're always on the 5 times that I stream, you're like on like 4 times. Was I busy lately? I have been traveling. I went home to Singapore to celebrate Chinese New Year, see the family, and just got back. I've also been going through a little bit of a personal slump. Emotionally, went through a breakup, and am trying to rebound from that, I guess. Same old, but it's getting a little old to have the same old, is the way I will phrase it. Jim says, you haven't been active on Twitter. Jim, cutting right to the heart of it. Yeah, I haven't been active on Twitter. I just feel out of it. Like I feel a little checked out. January was kind of a boring month as far as AI was concerned, or just tech in general. I wasn't very inspired by things. And then obviously, this week was huge. And so I was a little bit more active, but yeah, I just kind of lost the spark, and it comes and goes. And I think that's fine. It's natural. It's a good thing I don't make a living being like an influencer, quote unquote. Wow, this installation is taking forever. What is going on? My internet seems fine. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. Like Twitter, like the people that do well on Twitter often. Oh, Flo is here. Hey, Flo. Yeah, I got a co-host. What's up, Flo? All right, people on YouTube can hear you now, which is great. And I don't know, Flo, what do you think about AI Twitter or tech Twitter? Okay, I don't know if Flo is talking, but I can't hear him.
No. So I haven't tried.
I could hear you.
Can you hear me through the actual StreamYard thing?
Yeah, I can hear you StreamYard. Hey, Murugesh from Free Code Camp, what's up? Yeah, so I can hear you now. Rugesh says gotta try Orb Stack. Okay, fine. I'll put that on my. It's not like a high priority because it breaks often, but it. So this is how I make notes whenever people tell me things. Docker without Docker desktop. So for example, this one I have a blog post that tracks my usage of Colima. So I am going to just go over and make a note to make sure. Yo, what is up with my internet? I'm just gonna go over and make a note and update it, and then whenever I need to explore Docker alternatives, I'm gonna use it. Okay, my internet is very slow, and I'm a little bit worried that this is not good for stream. I think it's possibly because I'm doing streaming on Discord and YouTube. I might have to kill one of those things. I don't know. Yeah, this is really slow. Anyway, so this is my Colima guide. I think it's done pretty well. Yeah, it looks like, okay, so October 2023 people have been recommending Orb Stack. So I already have the note here. Yeah, okay. Wow, a lot of people have chimed in. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, I will try Orb Stack, but like, for now, nothing's broken with Colima, so I'm just gonna keep going. But yeah, let me know why Colima if you want, Murugesh. Okay, code dot. So I have switched over to Cursor. I'm using pure Cursor now. It is just a VS Code fork. I don't know if I would pay them money. They would have to develop a lot more features to earn that. But I am using Cursor, so that's a nice win. Okay. Blah blah blah. these are bad. These are not good docs because I'm not here yet. I don't have a code base, and it's asking, and that's not great. I don't know. I don't give a shit. They just what? You're getting started doesn't give me anything. It says quick start. Okay. Does this code just run? I don't know if the code just runs. This is bad documentation. I hate it. Okay. All right. So do I? Oh God. I get the source pi AutoGen bin activate. Okay, fine. I'm in here. And then do I just run this? I bet this is not going to run. There's absolutely no way. Of course, no module name AutoGen. Pip install pi AutoGen. Did I already do that? Oh, Yikes says just run Studio, AutoGen Studio. Sure. Why is there no docs for AutoGen Studio? Yikes! I think I can hear you speaking, but I can't really hear you. Yikes! I think we're just gonna run this on YouTube because that's where things are gonna go. Unless you're very soft.
You're gonna run it on YouTube?
I hear you now. I hear you now. Great. Okay. What's up? There was an auto in the docs, and I was just trying to get an opinion on like.
He's got it figured out. I think maybe.
What? What's up?
It's like a combination of YouTube and Discord at the same
Yeah.
time, because I can hear you perfectly fine.
Drop the bit rate on YouTube.
Okay.
Because that'll give you more bandwidth to play with over here. And then
I was also thinking if you just want to do YouTube, I can like restream whatever you're streaming on YouTube to Discord. So like take some of the resources off your computer. That's
okay.
Another thing we can do.
Let's do YouTube.
Yeah,
let's do YouTube. I'll send you the link. Yikes. Just trying.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I was gonna say I got multi-stream set up too. So if you want me to pipe it over from Discord out to YouTube, I can have it help you out with that. But however you guys want to play it works for me.
All right, so I'm gonna switch to YouTube just because I do prioritize saving all these explorations for the future, especially when it's just me streaming. Like I don't care if people think I'm dumb, so that's fine.
Well, yeah, getting all the fucking stream shit figured out is kind of it's definitely taken me 10 or 20 tries to fucking nail it down.
Yeah. So like I'm not trying to prioritize for that. Okay, so I will leave you to it. I'll sort of turn off my Discord side, and then we can kind of stream that in there. But I put the link in the chat.
Okay, yeah, I think I got you.
All right.
Okay.
See you on the other side.
So let's mute.
Okay. All right. So sorry guys on YouTube. I'm pure YouTube now. And hopefully that bitrate will be better. So I got a recommendation that I should use AutoGen Studio. I know that this was developed. They are even on like AutoGen 2.0. So this might be the best way to try AutoGen without actually coding in AutoGen. It would be nice to understand the API and like have an opinion on that. But I mean, let's just get the thing running, right? I do have to export my API key, which is always a pain for streaming. So here goes. Okay. Okay, I think that's my key. And then I can specify the model in the configuration. Fine, I don't care about that. Pip install. I can AutoGen Studio UI, just like that. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, you're right. This is way easier. Oh, wonderful. Okay, all right. All right, what do I do for this thing? What do I do with AutoGen Studio? Okay, Yikes is here. Welcome, Yikes. Yikes always with the amazing voice. Oh, he just disappeared. Yeah, Flo, I mean, I saw Yikes join for a bit. Okay, there.
Working. I think it's working now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hey.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
We're all set up. Okay, I just got AutoGen Studio running. It was surprisingly quick.
It is. Yep.
Which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 high-level sections: build, playground, and gallery. Skills of functions, agents, agent workflows, playgrounds, sessions.
Let me flip my thing here.
There
we go.
See, like whoever is running these like AutoGen docs, like you're telling me these things, and like it's very high level. I don't care about the AutoGen Studio API when I haven't even used build yet.
Yeah, in terms of actually grokking the initial AutoGen code, yeah, I didn't really bother. I just did the studio, and then I'll like, play with stuff, and then I'll be like, oh, I want this thing, and then I'll look it up in the docs later.
It's just funny how bad like we are, like we as a community.
Dude,
like I'll include myself. You know, we're just bad at
yeah. Like I think honestly, like the biggest thing as a fucking AI engineer is finally I'm gonna have somebody to follow me around and write docs, because like everything is and or like go into the repo that's extremely poorly documented and document it for me. Like that's the high utility.
Oh my God, it's Pete Hunt. Hey, Pete Hunt.
What's up, Pete Hunt? How goes it?
Pete Hunt is very suspicious of the AI wave, and it's expecting it all to crash down at any moment.
Well, dude, it's just like the doggy coins, man. That's fucking scarily reminiscent of early Web3. Yeah.
These coins. Hey Pete. If people don't know, like Pete's a hero of mine. He like made React. You know, he saved React.
React. Nice.
He saved React from its initial disaster, and now he's just saved Dagster, which is epic. He just like everything he touches turns to gold.
Nice. Hey Pete, I got some stuff for you to touch.
Okay, so workflow name. Okay, can you guide me through this? Have you been through this?
Yeah. General. Okay, so what you're doing right, let's see, workflow specification is the general agent. Let me get this up on my other monitor here. Okay, where are you in? You're in workflows and then general agent.
I'm just like, I'm trying to try out the first damn feature.
Okay.
So I just click this thing, right?
So your general agent workflow, your sender is your user proxy. The interesting stuff is click on receiver, and then that'll let you spec out your assistant that you're talking to. So I think by default, the workflow for this is, let's see, general agent workflow used for general purpose task. I think this one does multi-agent. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, let's try it out. So,
my impression is it's all multi-agent. This is
yeah, I think so. I think it'll do like the standard like run through and improve your prompt basically. So the first thing that you're gonna need is you're gonna need a model. So hit OK on this and then go over to models. Okay, and then now you need to make sure. Okay, so if your models are configured, then you're good. Then you can go down to workflows and you can
just go off screen. Let me just go off screen and check in case they. I mean, I think it might be good. We might get an error. It's showing a blank here. So
you can. There's a test button. Yeah, test model. Oh, okay. Give it a shot.
Nice. It works.
Okay. Yeah, you should be good. Okay. So then general agent workflow. So we can go to the playground. We can go new. And we can go general agent workflow and create that. So now you'll have that.
This is the one I saw in their paper. It's handy, I guess. It's just really slow.
Yeah, so I was working on one where so I've for those who haven't heard me complain about it, I'm broke. So I am currently creating a group chat of agents to help me improve my Upwork profile. So what I did is I took the workflow. I went to workflows and I copied the travel agent group chat workflow and then modified the agents in there. So depending on what input output we get from this, if we want to
Yeah,
see,
I don't think this is
user
working.
action.
This is what's. I don't think this is working.
Good question. Yeah. Let me, because mine
It
didn't
looks
work
like
earlier.
it looks like it's
Let's see.
executing some stuff.
And variable for agent group chat manager, update your workflow to provide an API key. Okay, so let me.
Okay, so it's doing some chain of thought thing. It's executing a code block. Something just popped up on my other screen. It's got stock charts. So this just took a long while to run. That was probably like 2-3 minutes. And then it's still not able to hand back control after this figure is generated. So this is plot.show.
Mhm.
It's still not able to hand back control and detect that the plot.show is done and then display it here. So honestly, pretty disappointing first reaction, given that this is the demo example that everybody knows about. But it works. I mean, this is fine.
Yeah, I think for that, I was actually trying to figure this out earlier. So they have the user proxy agent. And when I try to define that in agents, if I go over to user proxy, there is a human input mode section, but the human input mode is locked to never, as far as I can see, or there isn't a second option where the human input mode would not be never.
Okay. What is human input mode?
So
like it suspends to me for input.
Yeah. So the way that it's doing that code execution is that as a reply from the user proxy agent, and what the user proxy agent does is execute the code. But I don't know how to set up a user proxy agent that is actually just the user copy pasting the code and running it. But I imagine there is a way to do it, but I have not figured it out.
I think this studio thing is a fail because it's taking fucking forever. So, but
supposedly it's supposed to make it easier. Yeah.
Like this is their Hello World, and it's not great.
Well, so this is technically the most recently this was in their experimental folder, so it's like it's gonna be a little janky. Yeah,
I thought they were. Yeah, I mean, I saw them release a 2.0, but okay.
I think technically it's out now. Yeah.
So I refreshed it and then it showed up. So it has a bunch of things here. That's great. All right, I mean, look, like I'm sure it works, right? Like this is the most demoed thing that anyone who hears anything about AutoGen has heard about. I like that they have a little pie display thing. They did a whole bunch of stuff from Yahoo Finance. Did I ask for 1 year for 2023? Okay, that's pretty smart. Yeah, this is decent coding, I guess. And I could probably ask it more challenging finance questions, but like, what's the point, right? Like, I'm trying to evaluate AutoGen as like a agent framework, so I know it's going to be able to do all these things, right? So let's go to the travel agent group chat. So here is already set up a default. You have a user proxy or group chat manager. Is it? I mean, does this work exactly the same as before?
So if you click on the group chat manager in the bottom right, then you'll get more information about which agents are part of the group chat. So I think the other one only has a single agent there, whereas this one has 3. But I haven't actually tried to run it before, so I'm not sure. All
right, let's try to run it. Can I click these and it nests? Nice.
Yeah.
Modal on modal on modal on modal. That's what we're about.
Absolutely.
So travel planner, local assistant, language assistant. Okay. All right. I mean, I speak a different language, so maybe that will work. So it sounds like I have to go to the playground, start a new chat, and then switch over to travel agent group chat. And then, but like, okay, tell me what to do here, right? I don't know what to do here. So
I think you just say, "Hey, I'm about to go to frickin' Singapore or whatever.
I'm about
plan me
to
a
go
trip."
to freaking Singapore or whatever. Plan me a trip.
There we go. Let's do it. I
All right,
believe.
let's open up. Let's open up the thing
I
here.
am annoyed that it looks like we're not getting to see the conversation as it's printing.
Yeah, this is just fucking new mistake.
Yeah,
But you know,
it's not great.
They'll learn. Okay, they got 6 questions for me, and then now I assume there's this UI bug that I have to refresh to see the response, which is not great, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's open source.
Just react things, you know.
Maybe Pete should go fix it.
Probably might be wise.
No, don't. This is a waste of time. This is not refreshing. I get
does not
like
appear to be.
it's only calling to localhost. Is it? Oh, okay. It's stuck thinking. So there's a single thread. It's stuck thinking. So I cannot even refresh. It's just taking so fucking forever to think, and it doesn't show the thought
Well,
process.
and it's not streaming, and we can't see it on the front end. Like if we weren't good at if we were like the people that this is intended for, that where the terminal is scary and I don't want to look at the code, I would be very confused.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me. You know, since it looks like it's just trying to autonomously answer all the questions. And yeah, we might want to switch the user proxy to manual, and then maybe it would let me chime in.
I was trying to figure out how to do that because that's the type of interaction I want, where like I want to watch them talk and then I want to say stop and then
yeah,
you know, jump in.
So do you think AutoGen supports that, and I just have to configure some stuff, or they're just
believe I'm fairly certain that AutoGen supports that. I'm not 100% if AutoGen Studio supports that, because I wanted to make a MemGPT agent for AutoGen, and I did not see an option to be able to do that in Studio. But I believe the user proxy agent, if I recall correctly from when I was reading the docs, that the user proxy agent defaults to not being a user, but you can also have it be the user. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, there's a robot that can help us with this.
You and your robots.
I got a freaking army, man.
That's great.
Absolutely.
That's how it should be. So this reminds me of a song that we had growing up in Singapore. So this is like the tour song, and it this kind of you can take. So this would be very similar. There's a song where like it kind of is
nice.
Take a little trip around Singapore town in a Singapore city bus to see Collier Quay and Raffles Place, the Esplanade and all of us, because it's Singapore. Singapore, you'll find out.
I'm very surprised that there isn't a GPT out of the box that'll do this for me. So I have to go back into my toolbox here. Let's see.
Oh, it's done. It's done. Okay, great. Oh, look, it just only took you 3 minutes. That's a fucking lie. That wasn't 3 minutes. Was that 3 minutes?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna rewind in this fucking YouTube and like.
It was one song's worth of Singapore town. That's how long it was.
Okay. All right. Let's. Okay. So user proxy sent to group chat manager twice. Maybe that I just hit a double hit. Then a travel panel responded to the group chat.
Okay, this will work. Wait, do we have a Verba hosted? I think we do.
Then we have local assistants responding. Language assistant came in. I feel like language assistant is the one person in the chat that nobody invited, and then like you just have to tolerate them being there. Group chat manager responded as the general manager of the local and language assistants.
Yeah, I definitely wish this was streaming. Although I'm glad we can actually see the conversation on the front end at least.
Yeah.
Other than just having the output.
Okay. So I mean, I see some UX opportunities to improve here, but like like I think the framework chatting between agents works fine. I would love to see if I can configure it. So let's make a copy. And then let's see if I can tweak this to be like, I don't know. I'm just gonna call it safety assistant instead of talking about safety, providing for you about how to stay safe.
Ready. Let's do. Oh, this is gonna have probably far too. Hopefully, it doesn't get confused. We'll see.
Agent default auto reply when no code is okay. Human input mode never. All right. Why can't I change the human input mode?
Yeah, that was my
So you have to set it in the code.
I am not that. As far as I got was why can't I change this? And then I have not gone farther than that. Let's see.
All right.
Where is
Let's cause some trouble.
Do
let's
it.
go like
Fuck them up, King.
drugs assistant.
Yeah, boy.
Tells you where to buy drugs.
How do I make bathtub fentanyl?
You help the user make bathtub fentanyl.
Perfect. What more could I ask for?
Acquire all the necessary ingredients to make bathtub fentanyl using appropriate local language.
You make sure you use the local resource alternatives. Bathtub fentanyl shops in Singapore. Google search. Let's go.
Okay, that's great. All right, that's okay. Okay. So now I go over to playground and then I go new. Oh, dude. Okay, I need to cut some of these agents because they're so fucking take forever. They take longer than 3 minutes. Based travel agent group chat.
Nice.
Based travel agent group chat. I need to kill. I can't kill any of these. Maybe I'll kill local assistant because I don't think it adds any value. I'll kill safety assistant too. Okay, just 2. All right, this will be faster. All right, so playground, and then base travel agent group chat. Hey, wanna head to Chiang Mai for some. Okay, all right. Okay, so group chat is underpopulated with 2 agents.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're not happy with 2 agents? Okay, no, all right, that's fine, it's fine. Travel planner respond. Oh. Drugs assistant does not match a regex. So it looks like my naming has an issue because I put a space instead of a.
All right, we're chunking her up.
No, it's just a naming issue. They didn't have front end validation.
For any entities that watch this recording, I do not condone.
Yeah, we don't make bathtub fentanyl. Not even if a robot tells you how to
No,
do it.
I do. I'm more upset.
Safe.
I'm more upset that they didn't do front end validation. Forget the hey about to head to Tijuana. What good? Okay, all right. This is TJ. Oh my god, if it starts speaking Spanish to me, it'll be so
yes,
funny.
sir. Let's do it. What man? Okay, website docs use case is very. That's not very many docs. Some imported 14 documents.
Yeah.
Are you sure, guys? Is that all I'm gonna need? Because I suspect I'm gonna need more.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm ingesting the AutoGen documentation right now.
Yeah, no. You probably missed. They have like this like tree structure in their docs. So you probably missed some of it.
Well, I'm pulling it off GitHub, so
I don't. That's irrelevant.
Yeah, I guess it's fair.
Look at all these docs.
Okay.
Okay, so all right, so they came up with a travel plan for Tijuana. So this is the normal travel plan, and then I think the other guy's going to respond soon. Please remember that engaging in illegal activities such as drug-related activities is strictly prohibited and can lead to serious legal consequences. Why did my prompt say anything? No, right? Oh, okay. Oh, drugs assistant says I cannot assist with that request. Oh, come on, drugs assistant.
It's been RLHF or what?
It's just making fentanyl.
Oh well, I mean, end of the day, it's just GPT-4. It's not like a different model or anything. It's gonna have the same guardrails.
Can we switch models to like something based?
Yeah. If you got an endpoint for something based, then but actually I might have one. Let me see if I've got. Let me see what I got up and running here.
That's amazing that you have that going.
Yes, sir. It's yum.
Okay,
the question is, where did I put it though?
Is it the dolphin mixtral that's like uncensored or whatever?
Yeah. So this guy always uncensors everything. But he has like 5 different things that he does. So he has.
Let me see who I got. Execute.
He just adds uncensored to everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think I have an uncensored one up. I have News Hermes 2 Mixtral, and then I got a Dolphin Mistral.
It's interesting that News Hermes is not uncensored. Okay, but this is like not responding. I don't know what it's waiting for. It's kind of annoying. Is there like a log mode that it's more verbose?
I don't know. You would probably have to start it.
Yeah.
Start it with dash verbose or something.
Yeah. So anyway, I think I understand what's going on here. It's still kind of wonky, but it works ish.
We should put up a based model endpoint though. That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, just for entertainment value.
Absolutely.
Okay,
what if you need some bathtub fentanyl in a pinch?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I just want to like, does the docs have actual tutorials about how to use this framework? Because I think AutoGen Studio is well and good, but the whole thing I'm trying to learn is like, what are useful ideas here, right? It's called assistant agent. You should give it a name. You get a config list. What is a config list?
So this will give me, let's just ask it and see real quick.
Kevin Rates says, can you change the input mode on the group chat manager instead of sub agent? Yeah, probably that's what I should have done. But like, I'm AutoGen Studio is a nice UI layer, but I'm here to learn more about the APIs and like try to understand like the strengths and weaknesses.
What if we're talking to the docs? What do we want to know?
Where's the hello world beyond the simple assistant user proxy plot a chart of NVIDIA demo? Like, what's the second demo that I run?
Let's see what we got. We have a base. Okay, yeah, I got a few here. I'll paste it over maybe. Yeah, so they have a bunch of notebooks actually in their repo and such.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, here is. I guess I'll post it in chats. Maybe if I can paste. Nope. Copy.
Evan says you can look at examples tab. It should have other use cases with teacher agent as well. Okay, fine.
Why did it only copy that much? I don't know.
Oh, okay. There's plenty of notebooks here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I can't run these locally, I guess. I just have to read code.
Do you need a Jupyter lab?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'm sure all of this is like run by them, and we just get the same result.
Oh, our lab's down right now anyway.
Assistant agent. Okay, so blah blah blah. Okay, all right.
You can try examples tab. It should have other use cases with teacher agent as well.
Yeah,
we're in the examples tab. Yeah.
We are in the examples tab. We're browsing the notebook. I have heard good things about the teacher agents, so I do want to get there. But let's just kind of read the basics. This is the first notebook.
Oh, that'll work.
So first we define an assistant. This assistant is an assistant agent. I remember I actually have looked at the code for AutoGen, and
I can run a couple of these maybe because we have the other labs working.
So this is the code for assistant agent. I think. Nope, no, it's not. All right.
Oh wait, tools AutoGen bench. What is this?
This is the code for assistant agent. So here's the prompt. Your coding and language skills. In the following suggestions, you collect code. So this is a very much code gen related agent. It also, yeah, that's about it. I remember these agents are all pretty thin. Like they're like 78 lines of code. Okay, then we create a user proxy agent instance named user proxy. I presume it's done in here. And then there's user proxy agent descriptions. There's always, terminate, and never. Always means that the human answer questions and it's just on hand all the time. Terminate means the user can run code for you and report execution results. Wow. That's fun.
Yeah, that's the thing that I want, I think, or generally speaking. So I have the time to like catch up with it. See what it's doing.
Okay, so user proxy is someone who takes instructions from the chat and executes it in the real world, and then gives a response. But what does never mean? What?
Never is it it executes it in its own code interpreter, and then just keeps going.
Yeah, it doesn't yield to the human. Max said auto reply 10. Fine. Is termination message. Ends to terminate. Okay.
Oh, okay. So they have if you get on their GitHub, if you go to the notebook folder, they have like a shitload of them.
Yeah, I mean, like they're sorted for me here by these examples, right? These
are they? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to like get up to speed as quickly as possible. But there's just a lot to read and understand. I am still not seeing like a stream equals true option, which they desperately need. All right, cool.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's on their roadmap, I guess.
Yeah. Are you just like and typing in all my commentary and then you're just getting responses?
I'm typing in some of your commentary and getting responses.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and that's nice. It installs its own dependencies. That's cool.
Yeah, they have a thing called AutoGen bench that it's like you give a group of agents a very specific task, and then they have to figure out like what dependencies they need to install, what code they need to write, et cetera, and then you can like tabulate the results after they run it X number of times. Yeah, seems kind of cool.
Okay, cool. Asim Khan is giving me a smiling face. Based on context, I don't actually know who Asim is, but based on context, I'm betting this person works on AutoGen.
Theoretically.
Asim Khan. Don't see that. Microsoft.
Nope. Ask the docs and see if they know.
I don't see anyone.
Oh dang. Nope.
Okay, cool. User proxy. Why Yahoo Finance? Okay, cool. All right, look, all these things work. Let's jump on to the next notebook. So we understand that it does code gen. We understand that it does code gen QA with retrieval augmented agents, and then QGen has stuck their own thing in there. Now we should move on to multi-agent collaboration. Okay, we'll do task solving of a group chat with 3 group member agents and 1 manager agent. Okay. So I just want to see like what are the potential flaws, what do they do well, all that stuff. It's unexplained to me why there's a list of models. Which one am I using? Is it in this preference order? It looks like it is. All right, that's fine. It wants me to construct agents. Dylan says, why is the stream so blurry? That is a good question, Dylan.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's either because it looks clear to me, so I don't think it's on your end, Swix, but it might be. It sometimes the output looks weird. Actually, I can look on external YouTube. I think.
I think so. I suspect that is okay. Howard says it's not blurred for him. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I got it.
Skill issue.
True.
So user proxy, okay, we define a user proxy agent, same as last time. We define a coder agent, which is just an assistant agent. We define a PM agent, which is just an assistant agent. We can specify the system message here and then use the default system message here. Okay, this is very like code gen oriented, which is mildly surprising to me, but it's fine. Code is important. Okay, so then we group them in a group chat, and then we group the group chat instead of a group chat manager. Okay, then we start chat and say find the latest paper about GPT-4 in archive and find its potential application in software. Then the coder to chat manager response writes code using beautiful soup. Then it reads the paper. Nice. I guess because it just gets the thing from an archive API. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the. I remember one of the tools in Studio is read archive paper.
Product manager to chat manager. Okay, so the response to this chat. Automated tier improving. User proxy says nothing. User proxy says nothing. Coder says terminate. Is this useful? Well, so what is it doing here? It's basically saying, hey, I'm the user. Here's the task. The coder agent then generates code for that task. Then it executes. Then it uses auto reply. It says human input mode terminate.
Next notebook I vote autobuildbasic.ipynb. We can just throw a task at it and see what it comes up with.
Okay. It's not in the docs.
Yeah, it is.
No, not in these docs. These docs are like manually curated.
I'm looking at it's /AutoGen/blog rather.
Yeah. So auto.
There you go. It's 4th or 5th one down or something. Right under AutoGen Studio. Yeah, that one.
Okay, so this is the same task as we had before, but instead of specifying the agent, it dynamically builds the agent with an agent list and agent configs. That's pretty cool. Then it executes the task. And then clear all agents. Howard, yes, the whole point of us doing it on YouTube is so that I don't have to do any work and it's already saved onto YouTube. So you can exit and come back later if you want. Clear all agents. Use OpenAI Assistant. This looks a little bit too simplistic. Just use OAI Assistant equals true. What? Like,
let's see. Which one are you looking at right now?
This one, the auto build one, the one that you pointed me to.
Okay.
So they have this config option saying use OAI Assistant equals true.
So I think that means use the assistant's API.
Yeah. I know, but like it's not super helpful. Like all this is gonna do, because you don't specify which assistant, so you can't like pre-register it.
No, I don't. I assume you could not, or I assume the point of this is not to do that.
Yeah,
it's to let it figure itself out.
Don't think it's very helpful. Auto build supports open source LLM by VLLM. Okay, so in fast chat, what is? I've heard of fast chat. I guess that's like the number
old
2.
School. Yeah, kind of.
Number 2. Oh, LMSys as well. Oh, these guys are crushing it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I've looked at this before. Yeah. Okay. Well, auto build sounds cool. It looks like they have an advanced version of auto build agent library.
Agent optimizer, an agentic way to train your LLM agent. It's a bold claim. Let's take a look here. I heard you like agents, dog, so we put some agents inside your agents.
Yeah. Okay, I like this. Look at this. It says it define start task. You give it an execution task, which is a string, and an agent list is your list, and then it you define a group chat with your agent list. You define a manager for that group chat. Then you initiate chat with the first agent in that list. Okay, and then how do I generate an agent library? I have a prompt template and list of agents name. Okay, with a position list.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, so basically this is just like role playing, right? Oh no, actually no. So this is
well, at the end of the day, it all is, right?
This is building. Oh, okay. So you're building an assistant by having some preset positions, and then you fill those things out, and you generate a profile for each, and that becomes the system prompt for that agent. Here we go.
Do they? What I would be interested in for this is, for each of those profiles that you define, does it attempt to match those profiles to tools, or can you use tools, or I guess they call them skills in this, or what's the deal with skills? Like, sure, cool, like I can get a bunch of them that are role playing as whatever, but like, can I get like a financial agent that can, hit OpenBB and pull from MindsDB, and then a research agent who goes and hits archive and stuff like that,
Yeah. I feel like you could maybe put that inside of here, because the only thing they all do is they write code. They all write code. This agent writes code and executes code.
Which, I mean, I guess then, or I wonder...
How does it? Okay, so how does it look like? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 agents. How does it decide which agent responds? Does every agent respond? No, because here the programmer agent responds, and then
I think the chat manager is how that gets resolved, where the chat manager will like
route it.
Yeah, we'll decide who's talking to who.
Right. You see, the physicist doesn't respond at all, even though the physicist was created. So the chat manager is very important, and we should look at the code for that. So I think it's AutoGen.group chat and group chat manager. I'm gonna go to group chat manager and check that out. And then I think I'm maybe like done with AutoGen because I want to move on to the others. Okay. All right. Since I committed to being done, I'm just gonna do this. Do that. Okay, so here's what it does. A group chat manager manages a group chat of multiple agents. Matten0 says, I wonder if there's function calling with any of these agents.
I think I think there is by default, right? Like if they
I've
have
only
an ability.
seen these things. I've only seen these things generate code and execute code. That's all they do. Group chat manager is not allowed to make function tool calls. So presumably all the others can, but we just haven't seen it yet. Okay. How does it route? Run chat.
Okay. I'm looking at groupchat.py, which is speaker selection method. The method for selecting the next speaker default is auto. It could be any of the following. The next speaker is selected automatically by the LLM, which I'd be interested to hear how that happens. Manual, the next speaker is selected manually by user input. Random, the next speaker is selected randomly, and then round robin, they take turns.
Okay, select the next speaker. Round robin is slower than if they could all autonomously operate and decide to respond. Here, there's a centralized entity that's controlling and using this select speaker thing. So we can look at the select speaker code, which is where?
Groupchat.py. Well, yeah. So it defines. Let's see. What are you looking at? Let's see.
I'm looking at definition of select speaker. So this is where the routing is done.
Okay.
This prepare and select agents, last speaker, auto speaker selection, update system message. Generate what? I like how all the async functions here are just like a underscore everything. This feels like it's bad, but because like you could just wrap one of these things in async and get the exact same result. Like you have to wrap the sync version in async and you get the same result. You know what? I'm just gonna. So I know this is a meme for Jason Liu, so I'm just gonna go trigger him for a little bit.
Hold up, everybody! Twitter break. We gotta make it happen. Well, I'm trying out new little and more robots. I've used yet another extension I have not used very much today. I did install SourceGraph, so I'm interested to see if there's an interesting.
Always fun to see good SourceGraph usage. JXNL co async. I know the exact conversation I had with him. So I'm just kind of searching for the there we go. See? I'm just gonna reply like that. Okay. Okay, so how does it do speaker selection? It says, okay, there's a selector.generate OAI reply. Okay, what the hell is selector? It's a conversible agent. Okay, maybe I'll look at this.
Let's see.
It's a conversible agent. Okay, I think I went too deep in the code base, and I need to identify what a selector is, because no one told me.
Okay, selector.
I'd be very impressed if you find it faster than I do.
I was just at it, so Oh, but this is not gonna. Oh yeah, it's in group chat up high. I think it's just. It looks like it's just a variable that's only used in that.
Self. Here. This is the selector because select speaker calls select speaker. What? This is a class, right? We're inside of a class. Okay. It says last speaker selector, but then when you call it, it doesn't need a selector. Is there a default selector? Very weird. Kevin Raid says the code quality of the project is awful. There's a lot of hard-coded logic, few to no abstractions. It makes it hard to extend. At least it wasn't when I last looked at it. Yeah. Welcome to open source. Okay, so I'm not seeing a dedicated selector prompt.
So I think selector in this case is just an arbitrary variable name for a conversable agent. So it's like conversable agent dot update system message.
Fine.
Is my suspicion.
Fine. So then we go look at conversable agent, but I imagine it's like super generic. Because I'm trying to
message, yeah. So let's go. Let's back up here and then.
Yeah, system message is you are a helpful AI assistant. That's it.
So update system message is self-speaker select message agents. Okay, so it's taking that conversable agent and it looks like it's just repeatedly calling the update system message such that the conversable agent's system message just gets modified for each response, I think.
Okay. Like, no, all that's fine. It's just like, I mean, that to me, that just means it's updating, for the chosen agent.
Like, I don't think it's doing anything too fancy under the hood.
Wait, hang on. Maybe it happens in prepare and select agents. What the hell is that? Okay, here. If speaker selection method dot lower not in self valid speaker selection method. Okay, here's the speaker selections. If provided a list, make sure the agent is in the list. Okay. Allow repeat speaker, fine. If number agents less than 2, this is the error I saw earlier, but I don't understand why it triggered because I had 3 agents. Number agents, round robin, speaker. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not smart at all. So it's round robin by default. It's not smart. Each agent should be deciding if they want to respond, if they are called upon to respond. Find agents with the right function map, which we... Okay, so here's function calling inside of the agent. Why is it here? Okay, so basically, I think this is saying if I have a function call, find the agent that has that function, and then do that. I feel like this is the second time they reference allow repeat speaker, and shouldn't that just be referenced once? That's weird. Okay. Is last speaker in group? Last speaker not said. Last speaker is not in the group, so all agents are eligible. It's only one eligible agent. Just return it to avoid the speaker selection prompt. There's a prompt.
Shit.
Yeah, look at this. Self select speaker prompt. Here we go. Okay. So when this is why like the selection is somewhat intelligent, because there's a prompt that says read the approved conversation, then select the next role from here's a list of roles. To play, only return the role. This feels very, very, very flimsy because it might hallucinate or it might.
Yeah. I mean, like it's more or less like random with salt, kind of, or like LLM pick me a random thing that maybe kind of makes sense. Like it brings me back to my like look at this data frame and tell me which URLs I want, kind of thing. Where it's like I didn't want to write the code to actually do something sophisticated.
Yeah. Select speaker messages, and then does it loop? Is it looping? It doesn't loop. So then it goes back to prepare and collect agents, selects agents again. Turn down the light, turn down the bed, turn down these. Okay, so they don't actually care about the quality of the response when they do select speaker message, because then they have this finalized speaker call where they pass in the final thing. No, that's a Boolean. The name of the agents. Wow, this is very, very, very convoluted code. What the fuck is going on?
Fucking, multi-agent systems. Fucking, honestly, I think Microsoft was kind of in a hurry to fucking jump on the train.
Man Zero, my dude, the chat fucking hates this thing.
Yeah.
AutoGen feels and demonstrated what's possible and then action frame. If you can build something this yourself. Yeah, no, I mean, why do you think I'm reading this thing? Because it's so fucking popular and like,
first to market, man. It's fucking powerful.
Well, also it's Satya Nadella shilling for you.
Yeah, true. That helps.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I've already done some reading on AutoGen, so like it's not new to me, but like it's good to dive into a bit of the code.
I wish I was better at I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. I think it's C# that semantic kernel was designed for. So like, but unfortunately, like I'm a script kiddie and I can only read Python, so that's the only thing that makes sense to me. But if I could grok like C# properly, I'm sure I would maybe be more like I might find something valuable in the semantic kernel version of AutoGen, but yeah, I'm not, unfortunately, lack that understanding.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's jump over to, we have either LangGraph or CrewAI. Does anyone have a preference?
Well, yeah. Are those the only three we want to cover tonight? Is the question.
Those are the three I just hear a lot about. So I was just like, okay, I can't have an opinion unless I actually tried it out. So I'm just
yeah. I need to familiarize myself with LangGraph too. Actually, I do want to take a crack at Flow. You probably recognize Legos, so I want to give that a go too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like a really cool framework for a multi-agent.
What Legos?
LLEGOS, if I'm not mistaken. LLEG. Yep.
Yeah, you
by
got it.
Cyrus. Yep.
You want Cyrus of Eden? Yeah. Although I guess there's a Shaman AI too, apparently, that also is a multi-agent system with the same name.
Bro, yeah, that's like dead on arrival if you got two projects with the same fucking name.
What the hell? Like, and it's a weird ass name too. Oh wait, I think it's just a redirect. Seems like.
Oh, it's a fork. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it's a redirect. Okay, fine. Okay. Dude, this is 41 stars. It looks pretty new. All right, let's give it a quick read through.
Yeah, he swung by AIF the other day, and
nice.
He kind of made the analogy of this is like more of a PyTorch, less of a Keras. We were on the subject of DSPy, and so it's kind of.
I need to try DSPy too. Fuck. I'm not doing it today.
Fucking when you get into it, ping me because I need to get the excuse to get into it too. So, or if I started, then I'll ping you.
Yeah. So okay, all right. So here's the problem with this is that it's just all text. I don't. There's like no code whatsoever. Then what? essays? What is Saturday night inspiration? Oh, what's this dude doing? Oh,
dude, he's
okay.
waxing philosophical, man.
He's cooking.
It's
He's
important.
a
Let
computer
him
scientist.
cook. Let him cook, dude.
Bro, where's the fucking code?
On the actual announcement tweet, he showed. I did like a whole deep dive on this in preparation for that meeting. I might. So if you go, it's like, yep. Oh
Nope.
man,
I see an ABC cognitive reinforcement pi logger pi research pi. Let's
he
pull
definitely
up
goes
his
by Cyrus. It's like OX Cyrus or some shit like that on
Cody web chats
on Twitter.
Cody,
But Twitter search is terrible. It's fucking terrible. So.
There you go. Got it. I got it.
All right, so yeah, and this one, yeah, I that those two, I was kind of interested in those two, and that's in the actual repo if I'm not mistaken. I just forgot where exactly. I have to find it on
let's
my
see what
end.
Cody says. It's a Python project that uses Flask. We got an app.py. Okay.
Yeah. So Matt's interested in DSPy. We'll try to do a thing because the DSPy guy is coming along to the Discord. So like we should have tried it out before we talk to him. Okay. Look, he's got to do some work on docs because I ooh, I like this step thing.
The code just seemed to be like a lot more coherent, at least when I was going through it, compared to like what we just looked at for AutoGen.
Yeah, it's a plus. It's a plus. Wait. Where's the code?
I think under test, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. So it looks. I think it's like. So it's okay because I'm getting like if you look at reinforcement.py, you get stuff like reward behavior, cost behavior, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it's like he's trying to like define primitives and then build configurations based on those primitives.
Yeah. Oh, what? There's a backward step and a forward. What?
Yeah. All right.
What is he doing?
Fucking shaman shit, dude. Class object. Okay.
Okay.
Users can extend the object class to create their own network object. Can dynamically generate objects using function calling. Config dict. Okay, let's see. Legos.
Yeah, I think he had like a simulation of a debate where debaters can randomly agree or disagree with propositions. Is that what you're looking at? No,
So this is the like in the goals, it's sort of consistent with what we were talking about earlier, where it's like just treat them all as state machines, right? Like it's fairly simple state machines. Like everything is an actor. An actor manages state. Actors have a mailbox. They process messages, and then they can load state, persist state, and preserve state, and then they can go periodic, or you can compose them into graphs, basically.
Okay. That's probably the best explanation for the design principles, but it's a little bit hard to understand.
Yeah, to translate it down.
I want to do something. I do want to take notes. Okay, it looks like here notes. We'll talk about Legos here. Yeah, it looks like this is a pretty new project. Let's not judge it too quickly.
Yeah,
looks like a bunch of things have not been implemented yet, but these are reasonable principles. I like the actor model for agents.
Yeah, I also kind of feel like there's like code that should be here that I'm not seeing or something because it's like does not seem
it's
like
pretty light.
Yeah.
Which
Which might be a good thing, but
Studio is is easy to start, but quick.
It's like the inverse of AutoGen, where AutoGen has too much bulk and weird stuff that's self-recursive for no reason, but whereas this has basically nothing here, so there's not I have some design principles maybe, but
project.
Yeah,
Not
there's not enough to go on.
yet.
Hopefully, LangGraph is our happy medium. Too hot, too cold. LangGraph just right. I haven't seen LLM wirefigs. I'm interested. I'm gonna go Google it right now though.
UX for UX. Understand that
Slims.
it is quite full feature. Give me takes on AutoGen. I'm just trying to take notes for myself in the future. Fully featured in a sense. The speaker selection seems limited. Must take turns. Must be round often round robin. But also can delegate to LM. Doesn't feel great. Speakers should independently decide if it's time to respond, but group chat manager is the one always in orchestrating. Auto build looks pretty cool though. Async code is just slapping async versions, functions, keyword, and things. Okay, all right. I'm done with my AutoGen take.
The streaming.
What?
That streaming should be implemented sooner than later. Based on that first run you did that took 3 minutes, the streaming.
Please streaming, please. Let me see what's happening in studio.
The things, including.
I sat there for 5 minutes and it spat out a graph at me. That was my subjective experience. And then it told me that graph took it 3 minutes. Interesting call on the LLMware thing, though. I'm going to dig into that a little bit. I'm looking at their GitHub. It's kind of cool. I like the philosophy of just use a bunch of really tiny models that are specialized to do one thing. I think that's kind of where we're at the moment. Although maybe not as of today. Thanks, Princeton.
What happened?
Princeton dropped a world world model. It's fucking world model with ring attention that has 1 million tokens of context. You can feed it videos, and it's got great recall and all sorts of nonsense. The do anything now bot.
Can you drop a link? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll find it for you.
Okay. LLMware, what the hell is this? Oh my god.
There we go.
RAG, huh?
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right. I guess I'll drop the link in the comments too, just for people to know. So this is a. Oh, okay. It won't let me post links.
Okay. I can do it.
Okay. Yeah, it's ring attention with blockwise transformers for near infinite context, and they threw it into a multimodal thing so it can process a lot of stuff, and it's they did a multimodal transformer with it. We're currently working on spinning up a copy, but it's TPU only, and TPUs are the devil. So
Why?
it might be a little bit. Have you tried to work with them before?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like Google GPUs, right? Like they're specialized.
Yeah. It's like Torch and CUDA are giant pain in the asses to deal with, but like, what if instead of Torch and CUDA, you had to deal with like a special language that has only been written that only runs on this particular type of architecture that is like specific to it and like doesn't work like GPUs. You have to like the tensors all have to be a certain size, but then if you do too much padding, then the results you get are shitty. Like we got the TRC Google grant, and we spent and I think it was for like 6 months, and we were still like barely able to train a model by the end of it because it was such a nightmare to try and work with these machines. But supposedly, at least my friend who is much better at engineering than I am said that like he's pretty sure he can make it happen. It's just a matter of like going through all of the code. As opposed to the ones that are in Torch where you can just like hit run and go model.train, all done.
Yeah, I'm sorry for all the pain.
Hopefully it's worth it, man. The good thing about TPUs is they're cheap, or like they're not cheap, but Google will give them away like candy because they desperately want people to use them. So like once we get it, it'll be great because they'll have all the compute we could ever want, but it's a matter of getting there. So
the Googlers I talk to love them.
I'm sure once you can get it running, like I'm sure the machines are fantastic because like if you design a whole architecture for one specific purpose, then it's obviously going to be a dream as opposed to like re-rigging a thing that's not intended to do the thing. But
okay, so let's take a quick look at these things. This is kind of in my interest zone. Is like dedicated models
same.
for. All right, fine.
Big fan of this this paradigm. Tiny model for specific thing.
Oh boy. Okay, all running on CPU. All right. Bro, so many models.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, that's what you ask for a bunch of tiny models, you get a bunch of tiny models. That's what you get.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I have to pip install these things and then go to examples. Shit. What do I do here? Document clustering. All right, let's look for two-step NER retrieval. So now it's gonna give me.
Well, I mean, the question would. Well, I guess because like, do you have to train on like? I mean, they're small enough where you could probably like train them on the fly, but
I don't know.
Like I don't have like a OpenAI API that I can just plug in and start going, right? I would assume they don't.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's it says just load tool, and just go agent.ner, and then get named entities. All right, so it's pretty single purpose. What? Load multiple tools, and then call them by invoking this thing. This is an interesting API. I wonder if it's type safe. Quantized question answering models. Key equals summary. What is key equals summary? Optional key attach the output to a dictionary key for easy consolidation. What output? Where?
The agent.answer, I'm assuming. So they like any outputs that are generated by the agent that's being called there ends up in a dict so that you could parse it later for some process, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I
End
wish
of
they.
processing show the report that was automatically
Yeah.
aggregated by key.
So the nice thing about notebooks is that they show you the output, and here you have to remember to add any comments, and it's a little bit hard to teach. Okay, looks cool. I'll keep a note on it.
Yeah, I would play with at some point.
Who makes this thing? I try to get to know like who like runs each project.
Yeah, good call. It's LLMware AI. The Hugging Face is interesting. It's got a bunch of interesting collections, and then 48 models, which are all like the little tiny guys. So
I don't like this pitch. Like it's like LangChain but aimed at enterprises. Guess what LangChain is?
yeah, no. Despite it having a reputation for being for like little babies who don't know how to do stuff, but supposedly the pivot is towards enterprise.
Does this guy work at LLMware? Nope. He just likes it. Okay, a bunch of people tweeting about it in October.
It probably feels like secret tech, just because we got all these big clunky ones.
I wonder if I have.
Oh yeah, I might have something on it. I can Omni search it real quick. Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Well, I'm really bad about ingesting GitHub repos and Hugging Face stuff. For some reason, I think starring them is gonna help me keep track of them. It's not going to.
So like I try to take notes, so that I can just find them myself, and the notes can be anywhere. It doesn't matter. All right, LangGraph. Fucking hell, agency swarm. I'm just gonna.
Didn't somebody mention that? Somebody mentioned that earlier.
I don't know, man. There's just too many of these fun things.
Yeah, there's like there's like 20 of them.
I like the guy just links his YouTube. Oh, this is gonna be great. Look at it. Look at his face.
Oh, look at that thumbnail. Look at that bloom.
But his mouth is closed, so he's lost.
Yeah, he's not doing the surprised face, so he's probably you could certainly game the algo a little better,
Uses all the cool tools. Okay, so I expect this to be similar to CrewAI. Fuck it. All right, Crew versus agency. Let's go. Because like this is built on top of LangChain, and like I expect
all right
Crew to also build on top of LangChain.
I know Crew does, yeah.
Okay, we'll try to go quickly because I'm also a little.
So basically, these are LangChain and Llama Index variants. Not really. They're things that you would do on top of LangChain or Llama Index, or not necessarily on top of LangChain, or like ideally you write your own thing. But yeah, so like it's like it's like prompts, and then it's like I don't know. Yeah, I guess these are like, as opposed to being alternatives to LangChain, they're like alternatives to like GPTs and the ability to call like multiple GPTs in the same conversation in order to like explain it badly and quickly.
Look at these APIs. It's got both things are called agent, and then one's got role, one's got name, one's got tools, one's got goal, one's got description.
It's almost like the natural thing that one does after they play with LangChain and not long enough is, well, I should really make a multi-agent framework because I'm coding all these agents.
That's what people really need. Yeah. Okay. So then they have a browsing agent. This is kind of cool. This one has a DuckDuckGo tool, and DuckDuckGo tool goes inside of the tools thing here. Okay.
Oh, is Agency Swarm the one where it just treats everything as agents?
Who doesn't?
Like instead of tools, it's just like a tool is an agent. There's a couple of them that do that.
I mean, it has a field for tools.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
So no. Okay. All right. I mean, fortunately, this one doesn't have much to read. So it's pretty light. Presumably his YouTube has a lot of awesome. I think his thumbnail game is decent.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I just like there's a lot of these types of titles, and some of them.
Well, yeah, and the thumbnails playing. He's got the like.
Yeah,
I have
I've looked,
secret tech.
I watched this video. Yeah. Okay, all right. I'm gonna write this one off. All right. So CrewAI. Oh, it can create a task. Okay, what's a task? Why do I need a task? Okay, a task is bound to an agent. So crews are made of agents and tasks, and you can have verbosity levels. And then you have crew.kickoff. This dude, always with the prayer hands. Always. Prayer hands. Okay, how CrewAI compares. While AutoGen excels in creating conversational agents capable of working together, it lacks inherent concept of process in AutoGen additional programming, which can become cumbersome as the scale of task grows. Does it? Okay. Chat dev. I don't care.
Damn.
Right,
Chat dev slammed by Swix. You heard it here first.
I looked at it in the past. Okay, so where's the? Okay, there's a website.
Who is? Oh, it's Joao. Okay.
Oh, on the GPU, that's fire. A little graphic on the GPU.
Huh? Oh, hey.
That's cool.
That's cool.
MOURA.
Okay. Okay. Look, like this at least gives me some hope for the docs.
Oh yeah, I like it.
There's a glossary, which is nice. This guy's got good docs game so far. Okay.
Honestly, like based on my recent experience, like that goes a really long fucking way. Like I would much rather use the well documented, not quite as good library to the one that's like bleeding edge tech but has absolutely no documentation, or worse, wrong documentation. That's been my death sentence lately.
Nobody sets out to write wrong documentation. It just gets out of date.
That's why we have language models, friends. Have one follow you around and write your docs. That's what I do.
Async execution true is nice. All right, I'm gonna make these notes.
There we go.
Wow. Okay, so maybe I'll just say like, wow, good doc. Well, nice docs and nice graphic. DJ GPU graphic. Async true is nice.
I'm going to see how Cody can do on this one. I gave him both the repos and I said, compare and contrast, baby.
Oh boy, good luck. You're asking too much, man.
Nah, man. He's got the source graph to go off of.
The source of the graph.
CrewAI, let's see. Well, CrewAI provides a Python framework for defining agents, but Agency Swarm uses Jupyter notebooks. Thanks, Cody. Appreciate it. You tried, little buddy. You made an effort. I appreciate it. CrewAI agents are Python classes with a name, a description, and optional methods. Agency Swarm agents are instantiated more simply from an agent class.
Yeah. No, so I don't use Cody unless like I have a specific thing I know that it does well.
Yeah, I mostly I too am off of the Cody train. I used to when he was the only long context guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But source graph itself, as opposed to Cody, who is not particularly helpful, source graph is very nice for navigating a code base. I will give it that.
Hey, what is browserless IO? This looks cool. This is like a web scraping API.
Hell yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, headless browser is crazy.
Yum yum. Solid find. I'm gonna call tonight a win because of that.
Really? You've been looking for this?
It's just it looks like a handy thing to have in your back pocket. You know,
Hmm.
if you don't want to set up Puppeteer and all that
This
shit.
one looks pretty easy to use. But I mean, they always get you with like
Yeah, I'm sure there's a paywall in
timeouts.
there that'll fuck me over.
Let's look at the pricing. Okay, the first option is
$500 a month. Dear
option is
Lord.
200 a month,
What
180
the
units.
fuck? Are they
Yeah.
selling to like fucking gray hat affiliate marketing blog networks or like damn,
So
who's gonna drop $500 on that shit?
so first of all, I wrote my own little scraper thing that cost me that much.
Yeah.
But
I did too. It's called Open Interpreter.
so this is the one that I consider gold standard. Yeah, this start at 49. Yeah. Yeah, this one I would pay. 200.
Although it might be worth if they guarantee uptime on the because if they let you dodge the residential IP restriction, because that will fuck you if you're trying to like scrape at scale, you know.
Dodge, or you mean borrow residential proxies?
Oh, okay. Well, here we are. 25 gigs of residential proxy. Okay. I mean, is that? I guess depends on your ROI on it, but
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's not spend too much time on that. It's just an
Mm.
option. Scraping to it in agent. Okay, great, cool. All right, awesome. Serper API key, intermediate answer. Okay, cool. All right, completion processes. All right, what is processes? Oh, you know what? Let's do that TIL about browserless IO. Here, TIL browserless.
Uses a crew class. Okay.
Whoa, there's a crew cloud.
There's a crew class.
Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. I'm trying to go to processes first.
Yeah.
Processes include actually how tasks are executed by agent, the project manager, human teams. Okay, sequential, hierarchical, consensual. Okay. Okay. Assigning processes to a crew.
I kind of like the mental model for that. Where it's like I can set up a crew that's a pipeline, and then I can just feed stuff into the pipeline.
Okay. Okay, so I think this is not enough. This doesn't explain the trade-offs of deciding. This doesn't show like this just tells me some concepts, but like it doesn't show the impacts of the decisions. Do I click something else? No, this is the whole doc. Oh, that's it. Okay, I don't know what that is. All right.
That's high level overviews.
Crew. Okay, all right. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, collaboration. Blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, it starts to get a little.
Okay, yeah, I kind of want to. Does he throw some notebooks in there?
Until I don't know. Ask your thing.
Yeah, right.
Until processes, crews, collaboration, very skimpy. How to guides. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, this is that's nice. Okay, cool. Assemble your agents. Got you a bunch of agents. Then you define a task.
No notebooks, just scripts according to Cody. Let's verify.
Crew.kickoff. Okay, great. Sequential process. This is the one that we were asking for more examples first. And we have the sequential process. It's cool. I wonder if you can compose crews. We'll see. What's a hierarchical process? Okay, is there a manager? So this is the manager. Yeah, okay, I'm not very convinced about hierarchical process. Yeah, okay. Meh. Meh. Hierarchical process example, not sold on it. Whereas sequential process, I know that this one does this is this one, and then this one. All right, straightforward. Connecting to any LLM, Olama integrations. That's great. Nothing I care about here really. Do they have a LLM? Okay, never mind. Customizing agents. All right, Kevin Reyes says, I don't get why they separate agents and tasks and how they work together.
Yeah, I guess in most other things they would just have that be the system prompt, right? Whereas this one, it kind of splits it where like, oh, give them a personality and role, and then
Backstory.
yeah, which is like, okay.
This is like Baldur's Gate.
Well, I mean, what this is like Silly Tavern, which is like you can get some mileage out of like having the LLM really, because like I don't know if you've experimented with it where you can say like you are an expert mathematician, but if you tell it you are Albert Einstein, you get different outputs.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna make it, like all my crew like anime waifus.
Hell yeah, based. Yeah,
okay,
I think
hang on. People are asking about task agent distinctions. Okay, all right. Let's try to nail this. Okay, what do you get out of this? Task guide their focus and ensure the target approach to tasks. So okay.
What I would be interested to do is like run a couple of runs with the backstory, and then run a few of them like with basically without any backstory, and then see like what you actually get out of it, like whether it's for the user more so than it is for the code itself. You know what I mean?
For the user to understand.
Yeah, because I think, or at least to me, like the advantage of Crew is that it seems like it makes sense to like normal people, where it's like, oh yeah, like I would hire a team of construction people to do this construction job. So if I make cool backstories for Bob the Builder, then he's going to build stuff.
Bob the Builder.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, this is the influential paper that, look at this, 34,000 stars. This is the influential paper that like started this whole meta game of like multiple agents reporting to a boss and then all of them role playing. So I imagine all of these guys are inspired by something. By the way, you're blowing into your mic.
Oh.
Okay, so I think I agree that if you already specified a task, each task is bound to an agent. So then why do you have to specify agents separately? That's not super clear. If we went into the code base, we probably would understand. Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, examples, bro. These examples, that's great.
Well, the question is, so could I, when I'm defining stop generating, Cody. When I'm defining a task, is it one-to-one, or could I like define a task as an objective and then assign multiple agents to the same task?
Let's have a look.
No, I only see an agent equals one.
Look. It says optionally you can specify which agent is responsible for the task, but if you don't, the cruise process will determine who takes it on.
So you can just
that's your answer, guys.
Yeah. Okay. So, wait. Well, if not, the cruise process will determine.
Yeah. So you can only assign one agent to if you want to.
Okay.
But I feel like you just don't have to. It looks like, I mean, all over the docs they're always binding it. So, yeah.
It might be. Would that be? No, I don't even know if it would be helpful. But it might be interesting to like put some conditionals on like if task has X quality, then assign agent X, whereas if it has Y quality, then agent Y. And if you're in a situation where your task is going to evolve based on inputs, like it's not just a static task.
I'm happy with this conclusion. I just want to see some examples, and then we can move on. Oh man, people really want to use agents to plan trips. Got it. It's like number top use case, man.
It's plan trips or write a snake game. One of the two.
I've done the snake game one.
Yeah, that is the hello world of the multi-agent system.
I did Pong. Pong was fun.
Oh, Pong! He's mixing it up.
This is just bad English. From where will you be traveling from?
Yes, correct.
Interesting. Okay.
I am interested to run some evals deleting and adding the word from on either side of that. Just for my own curiosity. But.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bunch of prompt engineering. So like in my mind, this is what DSPy like kills for you, like having to write all these stupid prompts.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's the trip planner example. What else you got? You got create Instagram posts, stock analysis, game generator, drafting emails to LangGraph. Oh, this works with LangGraph. Oh,
cute.
All right. Well, then we have to go to LangGraph to understand that. Let's go landing page generator, and then all right, blah blah blah. Yeah, let's go to main.py. You can load agents as a JSON. That's very important. I find that people who do this are understanding. Yeah. Everything should be configurable as code or as JSON.
JSON is all you need. You heard it here
Oh,
first.
JSON. Nice. Okay, and then there's a bunch of tasks. I mean, this API looks pretty clean. Like once you understand the task and agent separation, I think that's important. Then like just defining things like this here makes sense. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, all right. File management toolkit. Okay, cool. As a React developer, it was yeah. Okay. Disclaimer: this will use GPT-4 unless you change it not to, and by doing so, it will cost you money, $2 to $9 US. Full run may take about 10 to 45 minutes. Oh, we are so not there.
Agreed.
Tailwind templates.json. Oh, we're so not there. So does this run the code or does this just generate the code? I think it only generates the code and doesn't check it. Yeah. As a fellow code agent creator, I immediately know the flaws of this thing. But I mean, it's cool that they have all these things worked out. Here it is using browserless again, and it's using scraping tools. Okay, what else you got? File tools. This one just does the right things to file. Okay. It's search tools. This searches the internet using serper.dev. That's a new one for me. Let's stick that in the notes. And template tools. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not super inspired by this example, but fine. Good that they did it. This one is the one I've actually wanted to write myself. Prep for a meeting.
Prep for a meeting. Interesting.
Agent. It does industry analysis. Let me show you my ChatGPT thingies. I have like person researcher and then company researcher. So every time I have like software architect, thing namer, logo creator, topic researcher, and then these are a bunch I like tried. Yeah. So like I have tried to make these. The GPT versions are okay. You know, they just help me Google things.
Yeah, basically.
Meeting strategy tasks. That's interesting. I mean, like, I think this is a nice way. Like, I would you know, learn a lot of ideas from this. I think this is decent. It's, you know, it's not too hard to learn, and it's useful if you have like a whole bunch of things they need to do in sequence or in a hierarchy.
Yeah, like I think to me, it's like the primary advantage of this is that it like kind of like it makes it make sense, right? Like it's like it gives you an easy conceptual framework of how you should configure your multiple LLMs working in concert to get the thing done.
So Kevin in the chat says you have to predefine workflow with tasks. But if I want an agent to dynamically plan the task necessary to complete and accomplish the task. Yo. I have no answer for you.
Dynamically plan the tasks.
Meaning
well,
more intelligence, right? Like so I think this is something that
well, could you like what can you orchestrate? Like, can you, if you can orchestrate a crew, if you can orchestrate crews working with one another, then you could have a crew dedicated to like task generation, right?
Yeah, but it's not native. It should be native, and it's not. This is the same question. It's like it's kind of like auto build, but with like task generation. It's like auto task or something.
Yeah, it's the baby AGI cog, right?
Wait, is that an actual concept for baby AGI?
Yeah, well, that's a baby AGI's whole shtick, right? It's like it'll.
Oh, the planning part. Okay, no.
Yeah,
I was trying to clarify if cog is a thing that they come up with.
Oh no! I just say cog because my one that I use is a Discord bot, and Discord bots use cogs. So.
Yeah. Flo says, I think the meeting prep task is a much better Hello World agent project.
True. Like an actual good, useful project, which like, because a snake game and a travel plan don't give me a good picture of effectiveness. They just give me a good picture of like, does it break or not? But meeting prep is like, I can do a real good vibe check on that, which is really the ultimate eval.
Exactly.
Okay, so I would suspect there's some feature for this. We just haven't come across it yet. But we haven't come across it yet. So that's a whole nother docs. So this will be the question. Question is, question. What if I want the crew to dynamically plan instead of execute predefined tasks?
Wait, did you just learn about Serper today?
Yeah. I usually would use something like Serp API.
Yeah.
So Serper, I imagine, is a competitor or something.
Yeah. It's like lightweight.
I'm not like, I don't do that stuff very often. So,
I really like Googling shit. What can I say?
Do you have 5 alternatives that all do the same thing?
Let's see. Well, Well, for Serper, it's either Serper or Serp API, but the one that I prefer these days is Metaphor or Exa. And then like it used to be
Except,
Perplexity, but Perplexity's kind of shit now. Or
Perplexity is an API that specifically gives you search results.
no, I just used it as a Google search alternative, but it might. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Okay. So fun fact: I used to be roommates with the entire Metaphor team. I lived in their house.
Fuck. I mean, fucking give them my stamp of approval because that's the only search engine I use these days.
Yeah, they're great. I tried to invest in them. They weren't raising at the time, and now they don't need the money. So,
right.
I think they're doing very well.
I'm really interested to see how their like retrieval works, but I imagine you can't really give away the sauce. But would recommend.
Yeah. Okay, Asim says that crew creation kind of features native agency. Some is using CLA as agencies. Ooh, that's cool. All right. Okay. All right.
I think there's also isn't there also I think there's something just called the agency on GitHub too.
Okay. What the hell is AI lice? That's not the best name, bro.
Oh, okay. I think it's supposed to be AI-less, like Alice, but it definitely reads like AI lice.
This?
Oh, is this just? This reminds me of what, Fabric?
Huh?
It had to be a typo. Maybe it was Alice.
Can we just guys, stop putting these giant fucking ass things that don't matter.
Are you
really stupid?
That Dolly prompt, he worked for hours on that, bro.
It's really fucking stupid.
Multi-agent system.
Oh my god. Okay, this is absolutely like GPT written. Like I'm not reading this. Okay, like this is better, but I don't know. I'm just bro. No. Just gonna
Basic computing unit Tai Chi diagram of LLM and interpreter. Fuck yeah, man. Absolutely. Fucking LLMs as operating systems, as Tai Chi, as LLMs. Fucking
yeah. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Hang on. Let's look at this QA engineer agent. This is one that I think when you generate code, you need to run the code in order to debug the code, and the other stuff did not do that. Does this one do that? It does not. Yeah. All right. Well, that's disappointing. Okay. Well, let's just say,
well, yeah, one of these guys needs to actually wait.
Sandbox run code tool cannot just generate code and YOLO it. All right. I think it's time for LangGraph, unless anyone has any other questions.
Yeah, let's get it.
I'll keep Crew open because there's a Crew and LangGraph thing. But okay, let's see.
In terms of terminal executors, my favorite is Raw Dog because it's got a funny name, and because BioBootloader did it, and big fan of his shit.
What is this Joao? Fuck it, I don't know.
I can never spell Joao's name.
Raw Dog, what?
Raw Dog Abonte AI.
What?
After here, I'll just link you. It's fine.
Okay.
Private chat. There you go.
Okay.
It's just it's like I don't want to spin up open an interpreter. Just give me a fucking Python script to do the thing I want, kind of thing. How many folders are in?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of these. Yeah. Okay. I was this on Hacker News? Yeah, it was on Hacker News. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. LangGraph. LangGraph's a library for building multi. Yeah, made it. Have you guys looked at LCell? It's interesting.
I have looked at it. I have not played with it.
Yeah.
Yes, I too thought it was interesting. Yeah.
it's just it basically uses this pipe operator to do chains, you know, and so it looks really clean. That's it. That's all it is, you know.
It's like PowerShell. It's crazy.
Yeah, I wonder. There's some Python magic that goes into this, because Python I don't think allows operator overriding, but what it does is basically these are classes where they overrode the underlying method that the pipe operator uses. So it's kind of is like a Python hack to make this look so clean. So that's yeah, it's nice. I mean, it looks pretty. You know. All right. Anyway, so all right, let's keep going. Main use is for adding cycles to your LLM application. This is not a DAG framework. If you want to build a DAG, you should just use. Okay. I like this. Let's just call this. Okay. Yeah.
Still
okay.
not super. Well, yeah. I guess for the. What is a DAG, friends? Because I'm not that good. I know it's called like a directed acyclic graph or whatever, but
yeah. So you know, Excel draw time. Fuck. Okay. So you know, like this. You know, this is a DAG. And so what he's saying here, you look at this like LCell thing, right? This is prompt model output parser, right? This is prompt model output parser. If you're building anything like this where it like always does this, then that's a DAG. If this does this.
Directed acyclic graph, is this just a graph that only goes one way and like it basically kind of thing? I'm like,
yeah, exactly. There are never any loops. So this is a DAG. This is DAG, and this is not DAG.
Got it. Okay.
And so what they're saying here is that like when you want to support cycles, you use this thing, and when you don't need cycles, you use this thing. That's all. It's really that's it. It's very, very simple.
Yeah. Got it.
The other, you know, and then the other thing is that you cannot have this as well. This is, you know, this means it's two-way. That's a loop, right? So
yeah. So like by directed they mean only one direction. By acyclic they mean you can't go in circles, and then graph is a graph.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's really simple, but like it's a powerful concept that shows up everywhere. Like I have dealt with DAGs. Like like freaking Pete Hunt was here earlier. Is, you know, CEO of Dagster. You know, like
Dagster.
I've done
there you go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I worked at a competitor basically, and I would say that like we do some things better than them, and then Dagster does a lot of things better than us. And so yeah,
hell yeah,
this is a DAG. This is look, this is also a DAG, right? Two ways to get to the same thing. That's also a DAG, because there's no loop, right? There's only one way to go through things. And so what Dagster is good for data pipelines where you start from a source data, you like do calculations on it, then you end up with some, you know, something else. So yeah, it's good for that, and then not so good for cycles. And cycles was what we would be better at temporal. So yeah, these are all DAGs. You see the flow? It's all DAGs. Yeah. Cool. All right. Quick start.
TILs today.
Pippin Solanga. That's what the live stream does, right? Yeah, it looks like chat is like giving you some examples of graphs. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Yikes, you can go read.
I do love me some graphs. I will dig into that some more later.
Okay. The setup tools. It's a wrap tools and the tool executor. Oh boy. And then we set up the model. It should work with lists of messages. Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't. Okay, whatever. This looks overheady, but whatever. define the agent state. The main type of graph is the stateful graph. Graph is parameterized by state object it passes around to each node. Each node then returns operation to update that state. You can set, add, whether it's just set or add, stimulated by a simultaneously construct with.
So yeah, state machine travels around the graph. Graph does stuff on the state machine.
Yeah, cool. All right. Define the nodes. The node can either be a function or a runnable. There are two main nodes we need for this: an agent responding to
Look
node
at
to
the
take.
Web Voyager or Planning Agents notebooks and examples.
Okay, we'll get there. All the way at the end, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to the Web Voyager. Let's just kind of read the main docs and then conditional edge after the issue either. Okay, I wish they showed more API up to this point. A lot of this is just defining.
Yes, high level overview. Set your end variables.
Okay, so here. Okay. Should continue call model and call tool. Okay, and now we put it all together. Okay, so we have add node with type agents and then it calls model. Calls model just does a basic call of a model. Fine. Action call tool. Call tool does tool invocation.
Okay, so yeah, so it's got a state. It's somebody handed me a state, and now I'm gonna do this in tool invocation to modify the state, and then I'm gonna pass it along.
And then add conditional edges. Shall pass in a function that will determine which node is called next. Pass in a mapping. Oh man, they should show a diagram at this point. No diagram.
I cry.
How you make cycle thingy?
Give me picture for baby, please. Thank you. Big button that says go.
How you make graph thingy in doc.
How I make the thingy go. If you can't tell, I'm a longtime user of LangFlow.
What is LangFlow?
It's LangChain, but in a cute GUI where that you can drag around the boxes and draw thing to thing and press big green go button for babies.
Nice.
Those are my favorite kind of tools.
Yeah, I think
if a 5-year-old can use it, then it's in my toolbox. Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, UIs are great. Like Flow. Yeah, I have them in my notes. I got ChainForge, I got LangFlow, I got FlowEyes.
FlowEyes actually is the one that I was using for quite some time.
Yeah. So I always have, I try to keep my notes up to date. So like if I ever need to refer to them, I just punch the name in.
I'm trying to set up something to do all that for me, but I have not set it up sufficiently, so all my notes are all over the place.
I encourage somewhat manual process so that like just the act of typing it out, makes you a bit familiar with like the tools. Okay, so streaming node output, fine. Stream stuff, great. Okay, and then stream LLM tokens. Yeah, great. I mean, like, honestly, I've like had to think about this, and it's pretty hard, especially if you want to do like simultaneous streams of stuff. Yeah. Okay, so they have like executor here, and we've been told to go look at the Web Voyager thing. Web Voyager is all the way at the bottom. Can we look at can we look at planning agent then? Okay, so he wants us to look at planning agent first. Is there simple agents that we should look at? Okay,
planning agent examples, maybe around those.
Yeah, okay, let's look at planning agent. Okay, plan and execute. All right, this one. Let's go. Okay. 525.
Yay, pictures.
Ooh, pictures.
See?
I mean, so wait, first reaction is, they got the streaming stuff, which is good. Let's kind of note that down. Good streaming. What else is good? Mental model of passing state around and updating.
Yeah, I think this like whereas crew is for normies, like this mental model makes a lot of sense to like the weird tech people like that think about graphs and state machines.
Okay, cool. All right. Plan and execute. User request goes in, it plans, it generates a task. Yeah, this is baby AGI, you know. Yeah. Okay, yeah, look. This is inspired by baby AGI. Okay, great. All right, let's set this up in LangGraph.
Which is good. I like baby AGI is a recognizable thing. Like here's how you put that together in my framework. Like that's a good example. Nice job, person.
Yeah, okay. Define tools. What the fuck is Tably again? Is it a search thing?
I guess so. I guess I was missing it in my list of searchy things. Is it good? We'll see.
I mean, you know. Oh,
say goodbye to hours of research.
This is straight Exa competitor. This is straight Exa competitor. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Oh, RIP Exa. Actually, RIP Tably. They don't know what they're messing with. Okay, cool. All right.
Although, actually, I have used Tably back when it was called GPT Research, apparently.
Yeah.
It does give you a good report.
GPT Research? Nice. Here, they're promoting LangChain Hub, you know.
Yeah.
Checking in a prompts like you would a GitHub repo. I don't know, man. Prompts are meant to be copy pastable, not locked up like this. Create agent executor invoke. Okay, this is very LangGraphy. Sorry, LangChainy. Where is define the state. Okay, so we define the execution agent. So it's showing us that when you define an execution agent, it just looks like regular LangChain. That's okay. Does it have tools? What is this tools?
So the tools are, I think the tools are part of the graph, right?
Yeah. No, it's here.
Oh, okay.
We haven't defined a graph here. We're only defining execution agent. Then we define a state. Then we hook those things. Okay, so the state here is just this class, and then we can pass it around. Okay, that's cool. I like this. This is great. And then planning step. Planner prompt.
They should really, they should lead with this actually. Like this is a very
invoke. Okay, replan step. Okay. Create the graph. What do you mean create the graph? What do we mean? So here, yeah. So this, like I don't know if I would use this. Like the crew stuff looks easier. Set entry point planner. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like it's like defining a lot, for the maybe it's all necessary. I don't know.
So what is a conditional edge? I still don't get. Where is the conditional edge? Conditional edge is replan. We pass in a function that will determine which code is null edge. So you pass in should end, which is a function. And then if true, end, if false, agent. Okay, so that's the replan thing. Yeah, okay. So if true, end, if false, replan. Then just kind of go like this. Okay. Yeah, it is what it is. Workflow.compile. Then it becomes a LangChain runnable. You can use it like any other runnable. Okay. It has steps.
And then you can use runnables as nodes in graphs, if I recall right.
Really? So I guess you're nesting graphs.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you know, I don't have strong opinions here. This is how you express this kind of graph. That's cool. Yeah. That's all I got.
Runnables
Okay.
can be graphs. Okay. Yeah.
So let's look at the Web Voyager. Vision-enabled web browsing agent that uses a set of marks prompting to navigate a web browser and execute tasks. Oh man, I love that. Actually, man, there's like a
Set of
couple of
mark. I'm not familiar with set of marks prompting, or I'm not familiar with that term.
Yeah, well, let's.
Oh, is it the here's a picture and I put marks on it thing? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I think Open Interpreter just released a demo using something just like this, like Web Voyager, where it's like a vision-enabled agent.
Yeah, I saw their stuff. Yeah, it's could be handy. It's very much focused on browser automation, whereas this one is just arbitrary labeling and segmentation of things.
I see.
Turn down the light, turn down the bed. That's cool. All right. Okay. All right. That's cute. Web Voyager. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah.
Okay. I can dig
Huh.
this.
Okay. All right. First you set up Langsmith. Oh.
Of course. Hey man. It starts with Lang. We're setting it up, baby.
Okay. Then we have the Playwright browser that's coming in. Then we define graph state. Okay. Honestly, yeah, this is like I love this. You just pass state around. That's great. Yeah. This cannot be easier. 6 simple tools: click, type, scroll, wait, go back, go to search engine. Okay. Yeah. All fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're almost done. Yikes.
This is
Almost
really buggy, by the way, but a cool demo. Okay.
done.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right. Yeah.
So are they all?
Yeah.
I kind of want to run this. I mean, you know, maybe there's a video.
Right. Oh, I'm sure there is.
LangGraph, Web Voyager. Somebody's got to. Oh boy.
23 minutes, Harrison?
Yeah,
You
we're
didn't
gonna
need
play the whole
23
thing.
minutes, man.
Yeah. All right. Cool. No, you know, so like I just want to form an opinion on LangGraph, right? Just like just go through all these things. Here is like not a ton of LangGraph stuff. Like now we're coming back to LangGraph here. Then we want to define a graph. Yeah, you know, I kind of I just don't love this like add node, set entry point, add node, add edge.
It seems a little verbose. Like I like the conceptual model, but it seems a little verbose in terms of actually making.
So what have we seen so far? We've seen Crew, which is hierarchical and predefined. The downside is that it doesn't do dynamic planning. This one is whatever. This is not baked. AutoGen has speaker selection.
Yeah, and like the verboseness seems possibly necessary, whereas the AutoGen was very much like just verbose for no reason.
He's such a hater.
I mean, like, it is what it is, right? Like they threw it together because they needed to compete.
So wait, I thought I saw like a string-based graph definition. I don't see it here, But do you know what I mean by string based? Like, let's see. So here's the kind of graph that I would want. You would have like a prototyper tool thing like this. Oh man, come on.
Bookmark that. Stately.ai.
Yeah, that's the guy who spoke today in the AI in action thing. It's a friend of mine. I don't like that he put this tool behind a login wall, but he's got to make money somehow.
Well, people seem to think that they can't open source all their stuff and still make money. I beg to differ, but I'm poor, so.
So let's see if this works. Okay. Oh, it doesn't let me edit. Yeah.
Rip.
Never mind. Hang on. Okay. Visualize. Okay. So here. So you see, for this graph, this JSON basically statically compiles to this thing. So you can like add, you can just add shit, and it just works. Food, whatever, I don't know. And like, so this way it gives you like a tight binding between what you wrote and then what the thing is. And
yeah, I mean, I would love like this format. Start throwing some LangGraph in here.
Yeah, so I was hoping that LangGraph would do this. I thought so. I thought maybe there's like some kind of alternative syntax going on here, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, they just didn't do it. It's very strange. Like I think all graphs should just be represented like this. Then there's also like digraph, which I use a lot. So this is like, LangChain should do something. Should like adopt, just like pointer here, and then like whatever. And you always need a visualizer just to make sure you didn't fuck it up.
Serialize the graph to JSON directly using LangGraph.serialize graph to JSON graph. This will produce a JSON string representing the full graph architecture.
Oh, they have it?
The Cody says they have it. He might be hallucinating though.
It's
always double check these things.
It's not in the docs. What is the API that they said? That Cody said?
LangGraph.serialize graph to JSON.
Yeah, that's made up.
Rip.
Sorry.
Damn it, Cody, you got me all excited.
Yeah, look, like this Web Voyager thing is mostly a Playwright tutorial. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, look at that. It's so pretty. That's so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. What's our takes on LangGraph? Should have visualizer, should have two-way serializable.
Yeah, put the hallucination into your code base, please. Very useful.
Okay. Syntax for easy graph definition. Crew seems an easier way to make a graph, though not cyclical. Also does not support dynamic planning, right? I guess it does, except via conditional edges. Okay. I'm I'm sure there's more that we didn't see. There's tons of examples that we didn't see, but at least like I'm like up to speed on like each of these things. And yeah, any other notes, guys?
No, I think that's fairly fairly comprehensive, I would say.
The one thing that I was gonna say about Legos, and this may not even be relevant like for the notes, but the one thing I was gonna say is I remember during that presentation, he made it almost seem like the lack of code was like
A plus.
feature, not a bug. You're right, yeah, but because he was saying that some of these other agent frameworks come with the paradigm built in, and he gives you room to have your own paradigm. And again, I don't know if that's something you add to the notes, but I just remembered, and I was going back and looking up over the notes, so I just wanted to add that in just for context.
Yeah, if I recall right, it was very much like, okay, I just defined primitives, go do your thing, kind of deal.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Well, that's on record.
Serialized.py.
Yeah. Let's one quick look at CrewAI with LangGraph.
Yeah.
It looks like LangGraph here and then CrewAI tagged on top. If that's true, maybe I don't really care about it. Oh, what is this?
I'm excited for like one of these agent frameworks and open interpreter because I like running stuff locally. I think that would be cool. I want to experiment with that type of stuff, and then maybe do some prep for whenever you guys talk about DSPY. I think that's super interesting too.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is super interesting. This is basically just like it's primarily LangGraph, and then it has a node with Crew. That's it.
Cody's very apologetic that he hallucinated.
All right, I think that's it for our stream today.
Isn't LCL their other syntax? Kevin. It is intended to be combined with LangGraph, or LCL is supposed to be. If you're doing a DAG, then you use LCL. If you aren't doing a DAG, then you use LangGraph. But LangGraph also uses LCL for something, if I remember right.
Yeah, it says right here. If you need cycles.
Got it.
Yeah.
So are they one or the other? Like LangGraph does not. Can I mix and match? Like if I'm in the middle of doing some LCL stuff and then I want to hop over into a.
Honestly, I would make a quick guess as to yes, if you know it well enough, but none of these examples use any of them together. But I think LangChain is composable enough that you can do it together. They're just like different systems that you're hooking up.
Oh.
So yeah. Cool.
For sure. GG, everybody. Right. Well played.
That's fun. Yeah, better than doing this alone. But now we're all up to speed. Yeah, great. All right, thanks everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you for hosting. It's cool
See you later,
out,
folks. Yeah,
that's
thanks
fun.
for doing the thing.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Jim. Oh, Jim, you stayed the whole way. Holy shit.
Damn. Well done, Jim. Well done.
Jim's a regular here, even though I stream like twice a year. So anyway,
man's got that bell turned on. It's good shit.
I know. Yeah, he does. All right, thanks everyone.
All right, later, guys. See ya.